Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to another day of Sacred Pause. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend, and if you're still enjoying the weekend, it's Sunday evening here in England, then just enjoy it. And what I'd like you to do is just open sacred space and just allow yourself to just be in the moment. Just allow yourself to breathe, to sink into your breath. And let's take a moment to think about that word, enjoy. Joy is such a wonderful thing, to experience pure joy. The joy of laughter, the joy of conversation. And since coming back to England, which in some ways has been quite daunting, to re-establish my business again, and even some of the English words, because I've spoken so many different languages over the last 16 months. I've forgotten some of the English words. It's really quite strange. But the joy of seeing the old familiar places where I walked, where I've hiked, the joy of seeing my parents again. Dad's in his late 80s and Mum's in her late 70s. I'm very blessed that I have both of them still alive and still around to support me. The joy of seeing my brother and my sister-in-law, my nephews and my niece. And of course my absolutely beloved children and my amazing granddaughters. And this morning, my son and his wife and 3 little girls invited me round. And I had the joy of taking the 3 little girls, aged 7, 3 and 14 months, for a walk to the local shop. And just listening to them singing and talking to me en route was very special. And those are memories that are there forever. And the baby at 14 months old, my daughter-in-law said for the first time this morning when she said Grandma's coming soon, she said Grandma. And when I was leaving, quite clearly, she said Grandma twice. And I do count my blessings every day. After living in, travelling in different places, homestays, bed and breakfast, some small rooms, and a nice hotel room as well, on the odd occasion. But the joy of being able to do that, it's been a real privilege and a real honour. But for me, joy is about appreciation. So let's just settle into that word, appreciation. And just be. And maybe some of you have closed your eyes, put your hands on your heart centre or on your belly, maybe on your throat. You'll be guided wherever you need to put your hands, but just trust in appreciation. And just feel the vibration as you keep repeating that word in your mind, or maybe you want to say it out loud. Maybe you can hear it almost as if someone's whispering it to you. But just be in that space of appreciation so that nothing else exists. Only you and appreciation. The word appreciation, the word joy, bliss, hope, love, trust, they all bring a sensation to our body, a feeling. Maybe they bring a smile to our faces, or an uplifting feeling in our heart. Maybe some of you are even sat crying. But for me, appreciation has been paramount for the last 16 months. But it was important certainly before. But travelling, especially around India, you're grateful for clean water to have a shower. Grateful for clean clothes. Grateful for friendships. Grateful for people that acknowledge you, and grateful for Indian people that can speak English. So, appreciation on many, many levels. Being able to travel. Being able to travel eventually to see my 2 youngest sons and daughter-in-law in New Zealand. To see the mountains, the clear, beautiful water in the lakes, fresh from the glaciers. Spectacular. What is it we look back at the end of a year? What is it we remember? Who is it who's touched our hearts in our lives? What are the memories that stand out? Today I've had the honour of being invited to my friend's house for afternoon tea. She's made the most amazing afternoon tea of scones, fresh fruit, cake, sandwiches. And all those things are lovely, but the most important thing is the connection and the conversation. And missing each other while I've been away. Thank goodness for social media that we can converse. But who do you appreciate in your life? And who appreciates you? And the beautiful friendship that we've had, although we haven't seen one another, we just pick up sticks, we just get back again to where we left off. And when we talk, neither of us talks over the other. Neither of us is fighting in the conversation. It's easy, it flows. I love supporting her and she loves supporting me. And the respect between us, having had a friendship for over 10, 12, maybe longer years, I'm really, really blessed. And as we walked into the park to take the dog for a run, she's just introduced me to a lovely couple. And these two are elderly, but the love between them shines. And once again, we've had intelligent, easy, flowing conversation. And I feel honoured to be invited back into their home. People who were only strangers hours ago. So let's just take our attention to colourful conversations, to beautiful conversations, to rainbow conversations, full of colour, full of banter, full of laughter, full of shine, full of variety. but perhaps more importantly, full of respect, where we learn to listen. And this is why we have 2 ears for listening and 1 mouth for talking, because we all need to listen twice as much as we speak. So I'm going to leave you for a few moments in meditation as you think about that. We all need to develop and sharpen our listening skills. Having done a counselling course and being a therapist, a hypnotherapist, psychotherapist and a homeopath, all of those things involve training in listening skills. And yet still, I am a work in progress. Still, I am listening to my listening skills. So I'm just going to leave you for a few moments before I close the meditation. But just think of who is it that you listen to? Are people telling you often you don't listen? Do you listen to your body, to your mind, to your heart, to your soul? So when we focus our attention on appreciation, joy, listening, colourful conversation, when we put down our mobile phones, when we become aware of how we listen, do we listen with our eyes through eye-to-eye contact? Do we listen through our intuition? Do we listen with our hearts? So here's to colourful conversation and new friends, new connections. I bid you the peace of I. Namaste to all of you wherever you are around the world. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. My love to you all.